Never, never, never die. 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 Never die.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And before we get into today's podcast, thank my podcast sponsors, Everyday Fit Life. If you're looking for a program, something you can follow, easy 1-2 step, you know what I'm saying, nutrition program. You're trying to get a lean body, you're trying to get a strong body, you want to build muscle, or you want to tone up. You can do this easily with the way you eat. And guess what? You need 30 days, 60 days, 90 days worth of help. And guess what it'll do? It will help you dial in, lock in, and get the goals that you're trying to achieve, all through eating in a certain way. And guess what? The food you want to eat is the food you get to eat. So make sure you check it out. Also, too, Max Performance Peptides. If you're looking for peptides, you want to use peptides, you want information about peptides, well, guess what? Max Performance Peptides has it for you. And you can get BP157, TB500, that Wolverine stack. You know, you want to get some Ozempic, you want to get some Trizepatide, you want to get rid of Trutide. Well, guess what? They have it there. You can easily get it, and you can get 10% off with code AngryDad at checkout at Max Performance Peptides. And for Everyday Fit Life, get 20% off at checkout with Angry Dad at checkout. That is both Angry Dad for both of those, so make sure you check it out. Link is in the notes. I appreciate it. Let's get into today's show. You know, I constantly talk about putting yourself first, putting yourself above everybody. You know, it's always frowned upon. You know, everyone thinks bad about it, or even to ourselves. You know, we never want to put ourselves first. That's one of the main things in this conversation is we don't want to put ourselves first. We don't want to put ourselves before our kids. We don't want to put ourselves before our wife. We don't want to put ourselves before our family. But here's the fucking truth. And this is the hard reality of the truth. If you do not put yourself first, you cannot take care of yourself. And if you can't take care of yourself, how you expect to take care of anybody else? You know, it's just what it is. In a family unit, you being able to manage your feelings, your emotions, your physical well-being, all right? If being able to take care of oneself helps you take care of everybody else. I'm not saying you need to spend all the money on you. I'm not saying that you need to, I only do what I want to fucking do. It's like, no, you prioritize the things that will help you in your life support those who support. All right? Whether it's working out, whether it's training, whether it's mental work, all right, mental well being. You always have to put yourself first before everybody, because the better you take care of yourself, the better you will take care of everybody else. It goes downhill. When you're at the top of the hill, everyone else that you're supporting, guess what? You're supporting them, you're helping them, you're leading them, you are taking the charge by fucking paving the path. And the easier that path is for you, the easier that path will be for everybody else that's in your circle, that's in your pyramid. Everyone that's under your wing, everyone that's under you will have a better, more successful life because you take care of yourself. Like I said, I'm not talking about being selfish with everything, but I'm saying being fucking selfish with your time and understanding what's important to you and what's going to take care of those important things. You know, we all want to live a long, successful life, but you can't live a long, successful life if you're not taking care of yourself. If you're just fucking eating garbage, if you're just fucking being sedentary, if you're just fucking ignoring all your fucking health concerns, ignoring your fucking aches and pains, and just completely beating yourself down and fucking running yourself ragged, never fucking sleeping, never fucking, taking care of these issues. I've always had that attitude growing up where it's like, I'll sleep when I die. I'll get enough rest when I'm in the fucking ground. And that's the kind of mindset that fucks you, fucks your life, and fucks everyone else in your life. Because guess what? No one wants to see you in the ground. No one wants to see you dead. Everybody that loves you and cares for you wants to see you succeed in life. And how do you succeed in that life? By living a long, lovely life. And the way you do that is taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, putting yourself in the position that you can take care of everybody. You know, there's always that expression, I would die for my family. Well, guess the fuck what? I would live for my family. I would do positive things for my family. I will add to my life for my family. You know, it's always easy to think in that negative mindset, but it's getting ourselves out of that negative mindset to change our perspective, to change our view, to change the outlook of what things was and what they will be. All right? It's just understanding that. Like I said, we all sacrifice a lot of things in our life to take care of those that we love. God knows I have. You know what I'm saying? I've put myself through a lot of fucking shit just to survive, just to take care of, just to make sure that my family goes without. And I hurt myself for it. Right? I fucking didn't sleep. I didn't fucking eat. My mental fucking well being was shit. All right. I was always in this negative mindset of I just got to work. I just got to work. I just got to do these things. And guess what? I say negative mindset is because I took away my time from my family. You know what I'm saying? My older kids, I wasn't there as much as I'd like to be because I just had this mindset of I need to provide, I need to work, and so I missed out. And for my kids that are younger, guess what? I don't do that. I don't sacrifice my fucking time. I don't sacrifice my happiness. I don't sacrifice these things that I can share with them, these moments in life that I'll never get fucking back. Because there's a lot of us out there who sacrifice that time, give up that fucking time because we need to make it men's meet. I understand it. I get it. But, at a certain point in your life, it's like I did all this work for nothing because I have nothing but the fucking work I did. I used to have that fucking lifestyle of like, I see my fucking coworkers more than I see my family. I spend more time at work than I do at home. We used to always joke at work saying that, this is my home and I visit my house for work. You know what I'm saying? These are real fucking terms that people fucking say. You know what I'm saying? Because we are those people that get out there and fucking work. I went through a lot of fucking life events that fucking, I damn near died from. And it really opened up my fucking eyes and like let me see, oh fuck, I was in the wrong fucking mindset, the wrong fucking lifestyle because, I only have memories of work. I don't have full memories of being there for my kids. I've had things where I was there and I've, shared those moments, but there's a lot of times that I'm like, oh, I really wasn't there for that. And it took me a long time to realize that I'm not putting myself first. I'm not putting my happiness first. I'm not putting myself into position to really win in life. I had a misconception of this is what I needed to do. This is how I need to provide. And, everything else falls to the wayside. But that's not how life is. Life should never be like that. You end up very poor in life when you think like that. And a lot of us don't know better. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no guidance in understanding that. A lot of us fucking, blue collar fucking, hard workers, laborers out there, we struggle because that's the only thing we know how. It took quite a bit for me to get out of that fucking shit. And then once I realized it, once I seen it, once I had that epiphany in life where I'm like, oh, I really need to take care of myself to be there. I really need to manage myself so I can have the things that I really truly want out of life. And once I started putting myself first, all of a sudden my life completely fucking changed. All right. I'm happy. I'm fucking doing the things I want, spending the time the way I want it. I'm fucking, the hobbies, the ability to enjoy the fucking moment. Instead of fucking worrying about like, I just need to go to work. I just need to show up. I just need to put all this fucking effort in. I really fucking drowned myself growing up because I just thought I needed to be a certain fucking way. But that's the misconception that I had. That's the harsh reality for a lot of us out there. We do not ever put ourselves first. We never put ourselves at what is needed in this fucking world. I'm saying? A lot of men out there, a lot of women out there, guess what? I need to work to put a roof over our head, food in our belly, food in the fridge, clothes on our back. And we struggle with that. And then we're exhausted, we're tired, we're depressed, we're upset. You know what I'm saying? Our health falls onto the wayside because we can't afford or want to go to the doctors, go to the hospitals, because guess the fuck what? That costs money. You know what costs more money? You not being around, you not taking care of your responsibilities, and you not helping in the life that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of open conversation that people can have with this thought process. But here's the thing: I find that I myself, when I'm taking care of my health, when I'm eating right, when I'm exercising, when I'm really locked in doing the things that I want to do for myself and for the well-being of others, because if I can take care of myself, that means I have more time, more effort, more energy to put in to the things that I want to fucking do and share with my family, my wife, my kids, my dogs, my friends. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm high on life, everyone else gets to be high on life. But when you're miserable, when you're depressed, when you're upset, when you're moody, when you don't feel fucking good, who the fuck wants to be around you? Who the fuck wants to deal with that? Nobody. And the reason they don't want to deal with it is because they don't want to set you off, because you're upset, because you're in your head, you're in your mind. You are just thinking about what you have to do and not doing the things that you should be doing by putting yourself fucking first. Like I said, there's a lot of open conversation, a lot of debate in just that fact. And I understand a lot of us are in situations that we can't fucking change. Well, guess the fuck what? That is the lie. You can change the situation. You can flip that situation. You know what I'm saying? We just feel tied down. We feel staked to the ground because this is as far as I can go. This is as much as I can fucking do. But that's the lie we tell ourselves. We don't have time. We don't have the ability to change. We can't fucking pull ourselves out of the fucking mud. And we just stay there and fester and just do what we can to make it check by check, day by day, week by week, year by year. Because that's exactly what we fucking do. But here's the thing. That's not the fucking truth. Because as soon as you start taking care of yourself, you figure out how to pull yourself out of the mud. You figure out how to pull yourself out of those situations. You change the way you think about all this stuff. And all of a sudden, you're on your feet. All of a sudden, you're walking. All of a sudden, you're running. All of a sudden, you are where you want to be in life. That's the fucking truth. I did it. You can do it. It's easy to say, it's hard to fucking do, but guess the fuck what? This is the Angry Motherfucking Dad. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you want to watch my shit, YouTube. You want to listen to it, Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio. This motherfucker's everywhere. You can easily fucking find it. Rate, review, like, subscribe, all that fucking bullshit. Also, too, I'm part of the Inner Circle Podcast Network, group of powerful podcasters out there sharing their shit. That is innercirclepn.com. To get everyone on our websites, everyone on our shows, so make sure you check it the fuck out. We have shows as The Plunge, Failing Hollywood, Simmons and More, The Untrained Eye, The Hood Diner. Shit happens when you party naked, so make sure you check it the fuck out. And I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Fuck.
Always living, always living, always living, always living, always living.